Alhaji Basaka. What you want, white? What's up, family and friends? Welcome to the Woke Nation, our nation of factual truth, where we feel free to share knowledge and spread the knowledge of factual truth without fear, without favor, and without faint. Where we encourage us to live our life and live it well through the knowledge of factual truth. Also, I encourage you wherever you are, enjoy your life. Don't let anyone, make you live another life or another person's life or the type of life you know is not suitable for you. Okay, so this I want to discuss with us is very important because this is the area I see that many people, they get confused when it comes to this area. They still say that, nobody know how we came into existence. So I want to remind them again, try to throw light to them because every truth starts with you. Every truth, every factual truth. You can prove factual truth yourself. You don't need maybe to go to any school or maybe need uh, some PhD for you to understand that. That's why you have your brain. Joseph, you're welcome. My Delta State. Now, I titled this, Where Did You Come From? Now, when you are having discussion or when you are sharing something with believers, when you're sharing Bible factual truth with theists, people that believe there is God. So when you tell them there is no God, they always ask this question. How did you we come into how did the first man came into existence? I always ask them, who gave you the concept or the idea of first man? There is nothing like first man or first woman, nothing. Mm-mm. That thing is what some people made up out of, will I say, curiosity or fear or confusion. They say there must be first. Who said there must be first? All of us are first. All of us, men and women. All of us are first. If since you want that, you want that concept of who is first, all of us are first. Why is it impossible to you that, why is it incredible to you, or why is it confusing to you that all of us cannot be first? Who said that? All of us were born. Some people did not maybe fall down from the sky, and some come from through the penis of a man or through the vagina of a woman. No, all of us were born through the body of a woman. It's natural. So in nature, there is no first and the last. In nature, there is no beginning and the ending. But we have been indoctrinated and brainwashed so much that, it seemed to be hard for simple things to be understand or understood like that. So you see people fighting against it, saying you are stupid, you are not following the school system, or this is the recognized authority. Who are you to say that? But you're supposed to know that they lie to us about everything, they lie to us, and they destroy or they stole the main factual truth that our ancestors stored, where they were teaching themselves and living humanly. These people came and they took what is there and tell you they burned down the library. They stole. They stole the stuff there. Some of them, many of them, they are hiding them in Vatican and all that, hiding it away from the public. Our ancestors weren't hiding anything. They were, because that's how you live better, by Teach what you know. Share what you know. Share the knowledge. When you share the knowledge, then we live better. So some people will say, you don't know. One guy said something to me, and I responded as usual. He said, when you tell them certain things, they say you are Mr. Know It All. I said, what is wrong? Why can't you know it? There's nothing wrong from somebody knowing it all. I never said that, but that's what they always assume. Oh, you are saying you know, you don't know what they want you to be ignorant like them. Don't question anything, just believe. So when you question something, they say you are showing you are know it all. So when you tell them like this thing not supposed to be so, why are you celebrating your birthday when you are not the one that give birth to yourself? They say, you know it all. There is no God. Why is it? And these things are deep in people. That's why I find it difficult to flow with any of them because simple things, their belief or they are brought up, they don't want to grow that. They still want to hold it. You see, some of them, you know, the more you're throwing knowledge out there, they're hard to live it. Like when you say love is evil, love. No, they think no, you don't know what you're saying. No, no. Understand that they lie to us about everything. You still see them celebrating birthday, right? Now, I'm not against you celebrating your birthday or all that, but know why what it is, how they began all this, and know that it's not even part of you. These things are strange things they brought to us. But you see, if woke people, there's a birthday, but if you can listen to this man, our ancestor, Dr. Ben Yekanan, if you can listen to him, you will see how he keep growing because in knowledge you have to grow. In this thing we call knowledge, it's not something you say, okay, I've known it, that's it. I believe, that's it. No, you grow in knowledge. Every truth must be based on fact. You say you are celebrating your birthday, for example. Tell me what happened the day you were born. You don't know. It's hearsay you will tell me. My mother said, my father said. That's what they tell. What if they pick you from the road and tell you they born you? You believe? But you celebrate. Is your mother that's supposed to celebrate your birthday? The woman that born you. If he has 10 children, if she has 10 children, she's supposed to celebrate 10 birthdays in the year. Not you. You are not. You didn't give birth to yourself. Birthday. Even Christians who are saying birthday. Is there anywhere people that follow Jesus celebrate birthday in the Bible? Everything is not in the Bible. So why are you calling it the word of God? If it's the word of your God that you cannot see your God, now everything's supposed to be there. If everything is not there, then it's not the word of your God. It's word that people made up for you. So you see, when you tell people that thing, it's common sense. I used to celebrate birthday, all that. There's nothing you are celebrating today that I never celebrated before. There's nothing you are preaching today that I have not preached before. So I've tested every faith, every belief, every life, every lifestyle, rich and poor. I've tested all of them. I know how to live rich. I know how to live poor. I know how to make it. I know how not to make it or how to enjoy it too. I have tested all these things. It's not here. So I'm not a person that will tell you to do something that maybe I cannot do, or tell you to stop doing what I know I'm doing. No. No, man. When I say I'm woke, I'm not saying it maybe because other people are saying they're woke. No, I trash everything belief system, African spirituality, for Abrahamic religion. I trash all of them. I don't want to believe. I need to know. That's why we are human beings. We are not creatures. And when you tell people we are not creatures of God, they get upset or offended or confused and say that maybe you are talking crazy. We are not creatures. Creatures don't have life in them. Creatures are mythical characters or mythological characters, I mean. They are fictional characters. That's creatures. What is created, it doesn't have life in them, but we are born beings, human beings. We are not a thing. We are not a living thing. I'm not a living thing. I'm a living being. I'm not a living thing. I am not like this mouse. I'm not like this phone. Those things are creatures. Animals are not creatures. Yeah, you are cat, you are goat. But you see, because these people brainwash us, we begin to see ourselves. Are they not the one that taught us that We animals. Okay, we say, yeah, we animals. We animals. We animals. And they went to school, become PhD and all that. They're teaching the same bullshit. But when you try to show them, no, we are not animals, although we are from the same place with them, but we are not. You see, some of our people, yeah, they say that we are the children of the sun. That's a idiomatic expression. It's not true, right? But we are the same place with the sun, the same universe. The sun is sun. We are human beings. So the sun exists as it's supposed to exist. We also exist as we're supposed to exist. But those things are people made it up. You're supposed to know how to sift those things, like how to digest them. If you don't know how to, it's like when you googling for something. If you don't know how to digest them or how to separate them, you will get confused because you will see maybe the site where you visited is the site that is against the truth, and the thing, the lies that we paint there. When you read it, you will say, okay, I think this is the truth. The other one, that truth is not the truth, because the lie will be well dressed, and it's so appealing to you. You'll be like, okay, no, but it's not. Okay, so when you tell people, I don't want to use that word like new revelation. No, it's not a it's not a new thing. There's nothing new in this world. Nothing is new. It's only new to you because you just get to know it. But and so now that thing you say is old to you. There are people that is new, it will be new to because they haven't seen it. So any day they see that thing, it's new to them. You know how you feel the first time you heard about cell phone, internet, or how you feel when you buy a new thing that you never had before. Sometimes you are sleepless, just you want to keep playing with it, keep playing with it. Before you know it, boom, you get used to it, and now you begin to look for another thing. See, to show that because you are a human being, no, you are a being. You always want something new, and that's why we're supposed to be growing. We're supposed to be developing, not sticking. You still dancing on old stuff somebody made. We're supposed to be improving. We're supposed to be building on the foundation the people before us, before us laid, so that we can also build something for the people coming after us. We also build on, and it's still us coming. We keep coming, we keep going, we keep coming, we keep going. It's a cycle. There's no beginning, there's no ending, there's no first, there is no last. It's in religion you hear that term, beginning and ending, first and last. It's only in religion you hear such nonsense, because that's what brings separation, separating men from women, separating even among men. This one is rich, this one is poor. No, those things are evil. And this religion, the idea of that spiritual world, spiritual God, our ancestors is a spiritual place, they are the thing that contributed to all that. And many of us seem to hold it tight. We don't want to let it go. Yes, maybe you're looking for people to be talking with, so that's why you come online. So you want to post something for people to be commenting on, following you, but that you are not doing what you're supposed to do when you claim to be woke or awakened. If you are awakened, you have to be, you have to be honest. Say it doesn't matter. Now, when you share something, listen to what other people will say. Then think, use your own brain, to think for yourself. Don't look for popular, maybe, will I say popular demand or what majority want. No, just use your own brain, and you will see that there's nothing like mystery. Nothing is hidden. It is spirituality or religion that will tell you hidden something is hidden. That's how they begin to hide knowledge from the masses. So you don't know, but you should know. I don't say you know, and you know. You don't know. I agree with you, but you should know. But they will tell you, no, you don't have to know it, or you don't know, just believe this one or take this one. Nobody knows it all. Why are you saying? If you want to know it all, you will know it all. You go for it. The little you know them because you went after it or for it. Now because you don't know it all, you think, yeah, everybody must be like that. No, you don't know how to make certain things, what you are using, but other people made it, You are using it. There is also something you can do. Those people don't know how to do it, and they can use it. And that's what we will learn. Then we stop putting some people over others. I was sharing it with them around. I said, listen, do you know that mechanics are supposed to be respected even more than doctors? Because the car the doctor used to run around, mechanic can mess it up, he get accident and die too. But you see, this one is a doctor. They carry him up, and the mechanic. No, everybody, doesn't matter what you are doing, you are very important. You are a living being. There is something special about you that someone else needs. But because you don't look at that thing, now you are looking at their own. You know, so somebody made that post. He made it in good intention, and I responded, and I'm happy the way he also maybe asked question to find out truth. He made posts like, oh, you is so painful, like when you get as you get older, you find that there is no progress in your life. No, there is progress. For the fact you are you are that age, you know what you did to get to where you are. That's a huge progress. You're supposed to pound your chest and praise yourself. That's why you're supposed to know yourself, not believe in yourself, not know yourself. Then praise yourself. You have done a lot for you to be here today. If you can hear what I'm saying now, you have done a lot of progress. Don't be moved by their nonsense. They want you to. This is what we call progress. This is how it's supposed to be. You must have this, you must have that. No, because when that suffering comes, you also suffer like them. But they say you don't care. No, you're supposed to care. That's why you are a human being. But if you believe about like where you came from, if you believe a God created you, then you have to know the date that she or he God created you. You're supposed to know the date. I mean, yeah, you're supposed to know the date because that God's supposed to tell you the date, just as your parents tell you the date you were born. So you believe a God created you. She or he supposed to tell you the actual date he created you or she created you and how she or he created you. It shouldn't be secret. All that thing they tell you, what is revealed belongs to us, but what is hidden belongs to God. That's nonsense. Especially when this God did not create you with your consent, right? He just created you as you believe. Then why is he not making everything known to you? He made you in his own image and likeness as they told you. So why is this God not making everything known to you? And you are buying it. You've seen it as normal thing. It's not. You have to wake up. If a God created you as they taught you, then you need to know the date you were born. The same way you are celebrating your birthday, you're supposed to be celebrating your creation day. I remember how somebody answered me that question there. He said, my God created me the day my mother born me. He said, God created him the day because you cannot answer that question. You don't know there's nothing like God created you. No God created you. You are not a creature. You are a living being. You are a born being. And that's how you keep being born. You return, you come back. You return, you come back. Your father, your mother, they eat something. It's from the earth. They eat the stuff that form the sperm and the egg through which you still coming. When they bury you, they eat. Remember, from the earth. This thing is simple, but I will show you more. So you're supposed to see that God also. You need to see that God. If you believe God created you, so you have a beginning that God created you, then you're supposed to or you need to see that God. Unless that God is dead. When I mean dead, not like our dead. I mean that God does not exist. If that God exists, you're supposed to see that God. Anything that is real can be seen. Whoever is real, whoever exists can be seen. Whether you say it's a spirit or not, it can be seen. If God exists, there is nothing that should stop you from seeing that God. Don't tell me you are sin, you are carnal, you are stupid. You believe that God created you. How can you say God created you then you because you are sin or you are carnal? You are telling me you are sin and your carnality is greater than that God. Think about it. So if that God truly exists, number one, know the day he created you, know how he created you, and see that God. It's simple thing you're supposed to do. But religion say no, don't think about that. Don't just believe. If you question that, or who are you to question God? Who are you? Who are you to do this, to do that? God's wrong. God will do this. Fuck that God. What can God do? Nothing. This chain, this thing is greater than God. It can do a lot of things. When people look at it, they say, "Oh, I like your chain." I say, "Thank you," but you cannot show me God. For me to say I like your God, show me your God. Let me see. You should know it yourself, not somebody telling you. My mother said, my father said, my this said, that person said. No, you should know it yourself because they taught you away from it. You should know it yourself. If you let another person teach you what you're supposed to know, they will teach you away from the main thing. But if you dare to know it yourself, you will go beyond that person. Because what maybe he's telling you the side he know, the other person will tell you the other side, the other person the other side, and you get it. You see, you know better. Understanding that you should know because they thought you should know it yourself, not somebody else know and tell you, then you believe. No, if that person know it, that person does not have two ears. You should also know who the person you are going to teach you is that does that person have two ears? You say because they went to school. School is indoctrination. School will never teach you to live humanly. No, you have your own brain to teach. Your body is the body of experience. And have you heard them say that experience is the best teacher? Experience is your body is the body of experience. When they say you die, yeah, experience. You see, you die, you come up, experience, body of experience. That's why you have thought in you, but you know what they tell you about your thought? They say God's thought is greater than your thought. Because your thought is actually what they call the devil. Because your thought will not do anything to please God. Your thought is greater than God. God does not exist, but your thought, you are your thought. That's why you have dream, vision, revelation. Your thought going everywhere. It goes in your past life, in your present life, and your future life. They tell you, no, do not lean on your own understanding. They know you are taught. Your thought can help you to know a lot of things. You say, I'm having nightmares. I say, don't get scared about that. He's teaching you something. Or what are you thinking about? Yeah, my coworker said that to me. He said, I'm having nightmares. He said, people keep pushing me in my dream to beat me. I said, yeah, because you are working out. You are working out. You are working out. They say, why are you working out? He said, I want to be there. Yeah. So because you are taught, that's what created that. You think, oh, so you are working out. So if person come, you can defend yourself. That's why you're having that. So nightmare is coming like message, but you scared because you are brought up. They tell you, hey, that. And she nodded his head because he's doing research also. I like such people that are doing research, and when you reason with them, they think for themselves, not maybe believing you because you are the one saying it. No, don't believe anything I'm saying. I'm not asking you to believe. I'm asking you to dare to know. Know it. Know it yourself because they taught you away from it and they scare you by vilifying death. That is the main thing they use. Death, they use death. They scare the fear of death. They use it to touch you away from the truth, to hide the truth from you. If you can understand death, you will understand everything. Do you hear what I just said now? If you can understand death, you understand everything. You're no longer living in fear of death. And that's what will help you to stand and fight against anyone who is coming after you. Because you will know that from that time that death is not your end. You have no beginning, you have no ending. So don't let anyone make life miserable for you, whether it's family or friends. That's why you have your two legs. You can move away, you can migrate. Uh, they vilify death, but death tells you where you comes from. Hear what I said. I didn't say death. I didn't say death tells you where you came from. I said death tells you where you comes from. You continue coming. You continue going. You continue coming. You continue going. That's what death will teach you. And that's what I am here to show you, to point you, to point that to you so that you can reason yourself and know if you want it or not. If you don't want it, go ahead living the life you are living. I'm not gonna tell you you will suffer or of course will come upon you. This will happen. That's bullshit. That you do what they call bad thing doesn't mean you will suffer too. There are many people that are doing bad things, evil things, yet they are enjoying life more than people that say they are good or that. Supposed to know that we were great before they brought good and bad to us. That tells you where you comes from, and where you comes from is where the earth. You ask me, where did you come from? I ask you, where are you? Where are you? Why are you worried about where you come from? When you are standing right there, that's where you came from. Nobody can disconnect you from the earth. No one can take you out of this earth. That is the evil religion heap on us, telling us there is heaven we will go to, telling us there is hell we will go to. Why our ancestors who knew the whole truth, they know that the heaven you're talking about is the earth. That's where they dig ground to bury themselves. Have you seen anybody buried in heaven? You return where you came from, and you'll come back again. Death, I said it last time, death is like when you go to market. Market is not your home. This earth is your home. Grave is not your home. This earth is your home. They bury you there, you come back home. You go, your burial is like when you go to market. Your death and burial when you go to market. You are not living in the market. You have your house, your home. You're coming home. You're gonna be born. That's what is called reincarnation. I'm not asking you to believe in reincarnation. I'm asking you to think. It's the same thing that happens to the food you are eating. Yeah, you eat them, you shit, they still come back. That's why we don't need anything external thing to live and enjoy this life. Everything is here. The earth is where you comes from, and that's where you returns. There is no power that can remove you from this earth. Even if they crush you, even if they kill you, you are coming back. You are indestructible. You are unchangeable. Oh man. Remember, they stole everything our ancestors taught. Our ancestors taught that death is an illusion. Death is an illusion. But you see, they taught us to fear death. And they call the book that our ancestors wrote, they call it the Egyptian Book of the Dead. Why? It was the book of coming forth by the morning and by the day. But they came because they vilify everything our ancestors taught. Today you see us living in fear of death. That's why you see few people controlling the masses, because masses are living in fear of death. That's what the work of religion. Religion is there to make you fear to even be alive. So you will do everything. If they tell you this person will be your savior or is your savior, you will go after that person. That's why politicians love religion, or like it, or supporting it. Remove religion, you will see revolution. People will begin to rise up and say, enough, all of us must enjoy. If one person enjoy, all of us must enjoy. If one person suffer, all of us must suffer. That's how it's supposed to be. The whole humanity is supposed to be just like your body. Any part of your body ache, all your body follow suit. That's how it's supposed to be. But they introduce religion, this evil system or belief system that make you believe some people are supposed to be better than you. Some people are supposed to live better than you. No. They destroy our truth and taught us this lie, vilify death. But death tells you where you come from, the earth. That's where you go. Everything you are eating. You are earthly, you can never be heavenly. You are earthly, you can never be spiritual. You are earthly, you can never be religious. You are earthly. But if you say you want to be heavenly or holy or religious and all that, you see how confused you'll be living. and you will not be telling yourself the truth. So they stole this thing. Like when you read Old Testament, you remember when they begin to talk about people going to heaven? It's in the New Testament. In the Old Testament, because the people that wrote about the Hebrew Bible and all that, they copied from the Egyptian text, Egyptian books, our African books. I mean the ancient Egyptians, not the current Egyptians, the fake Egyptians. I mean the ancient original Egyptian black people. They copied from our book. Hear how he said. Abraham never existed, but hear this. When it comes to death, oh no, let me use it. Now Genesis chapter 15. Genesis chapter 15, verse 15. He said, now, as for you, Abraham, you shall go to your fathers in peace. Where will you go when you die? This is the Old Testament. Preachers today will not preach this for you. They will only preach you going to heaven. Jesus Christ is the way to God. You're going to God. But in the Old Testament, there's no place God said that people of Israel will come to him anywhere. No. People of Israel were just following the God they copied from Egypt. Everything the white people know, they copied from black people. Both religion, politics, science, technology, all of them, they copied it from us. They force us not to get to know our science and technology. And now, most of our people think, yeah, white people are the one invented all that. No. They remain the thief that comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and then promise you they will give you life abundant. Now, as for you, you shall go to your fathers in peace. You shall be buried. How do you go to your fathers? Where your fathers were buried, you shall be buried at a good old age. Not you shall go to heaven. No. Not you shall come in my kingdom. No. No. All those things are what the Roman Catholic made up later. Jesus Christ, kingdom of heaven, kingdom of God, Paul, Reed, all that. Roman Catholic made up that one. Just as they borrowed from the people that wrote the Hebrew Bible. But all of them, Judaism, Roman Catholic, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, all of them borrowed from us. That's why I keep telling you that African spirituality, which is based on mythology, is the parents of every religion in this world. All of them, none is exempted. What are the one that will be found tomorrow? Yes, the origin is found in thick darkness, Africa. He said, you now. You know how preachers, when they see the word like now, they say now. As for you, you that is listening, you that is watching this, you shall be you shall go to your fathers. You shall not go to God. You shall not go to Jesus. You shall not go to heaven. You shall not go to hell. You shall go to your fathers in peace. And see, Africans, they forgot their fathers. You know, this thing is wrong too. Supposed to be you shall go to your fathers and mothers. You know, it's men that wrote Bible against women, so they always exclude women on important things. You shall go to your fathers and mothers. If your fathers and mothers are dead, they are buried. That's where they are in the earth. You shall return there to them. That's where they are buried. I'm just giving you an idea. They stole it. But you see, the reincarnation was in the Bible before they keep removing all the nonsense. You're supposed to, you shall return to your fathers and come back again, as your fathers also come back. You are one with your fathers and mothers. You shall go to your fathers in peace. You shall be buried. You cannot go to heaven. You cannot go to God because God does not exist. Heaven does not exist. You cannot go to hell because hell does not exist. You will go to your fathers. They existed. And you are part of them. You are going and all of you coming again. We go here. Let me show you another place. Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10. He said, whatever your hand, this is still Old Testament. He said, whatever your hands finds to do, do it with your might. How can you, after reading this place, you still go to listen to all these pastors telling you to sow seed, do this, God will favor you? No. Any seed you sow to the earth will be multiplied. It's natural. Any seed you sow to the earth, it is natural. There's no force that can stop it. No, unless you are not wise. Then you go and sow maybe where you sow last year, you go and sow there again without putting manure there or that. No. See, our ancestors, they are smart. When they do farm, they know if you farm on this land this year, next year you're not going to farm on it unless you have fertilizer or maybe manure to put there to do. But they don't do that. Your God didn't teach them that. He said, whatever your hand finds to do, not whatever God reveals to you to do, not whatever the Lord said to do. No, whatever you find, your hand finds to do it with your might. For there is no work or device or knowledge or wisdom in the grave where you are going. Where did you come from? You are going back where you came from. In the grave, where is the grave? The earth. You're asking me, where did you come from? Where will you be buried? So when they ask you, where did you come from? Tell them, where will they bury you? Even if they grind you like dust or burn you, cremate or whatever they said, you're returning to earth. No matter how high you try to fly, you go to the Mars, you're coming down here. The earth is your source. The universe is your source. It's not any he or she. It's not what you should worship. It's not what you should honor. No, it's what you should live in. In it you live. In it you move. In it you have your being. In it you will remain forever. Nobody can take you out of the earth. It doesn't matter what they said. Stop living on their empty promises. They are all liars. Understand this, that death is not your end. Death is not your end. I used to say that death is the door, right? It opens you to the new life. Without death, you cannot have life. You cannot. No matter how you try. The life you're having now is because you died before, then you can have it now. And that's you are born to die and you die to be born. There's the thing, you must be born again. No, you keep be born again and again and again and again and born by the Spirit and the Word. That's nonsense they wrote in the Bible to deceive you. Know that death is not your enemy. Our people, especially our people. Open your eyes. Stop seeing death as your enemy. Oh, death snatched my this. Death did this. No. You're supposed to be celebrating death the same way you're celebrating birth. The same way you're celebrating when a newborn, a child is born. That's the same way you're supposed to be celebrating when somebody died. Now with a heavy heart, especially they say to their useless God that did not keep that person alive. And most of our people, I don't blame them. Educated fools, they will say, who are we to question God? Who are we to question? God took him. Death is not your killer. Death is not a killer. So say death is a thief. No, our people, somebody died. Anyị na-achọ nwanne anyị nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị na-achọ. Go in peace, rest in peace. We shall see again and part no more. This is where you can never see that person in any heaven or in any hell or in any purgatory or in any paradise. This is where you will see that person again. He said, but if you see that person, will you know? Yes. Yes. Because you never give time to reason or pay attention to your thoughts. Can't you see that some people, when you see them, you say, it's like, I've seen this person before. There's, your face look familiar. Mm-hmm. But the reason why you don't know that person very well as you're supposed to before, because your body is a body of experience. When you go, that experience, it goes. You know, when you plant a yam, it comes with a new body. New body experiencing new thing again. You are not a spirit experiencing humanity, or how they used to put it. No, you are not a floating spirit. Your whole self is a spirit. Your whole earthly life is spirit. Spirit means person, period. But there's spirit in you. There's no spirit in you. There's no soul in you. You are the living soul. You are the living spirit. It's not in you. It's not outside you. It's you. They see that, oh, death is ended. This one die. I cannot take it. And that's the problem I'm having with our people right this moment. Every time I see them crying, somebody died. Especially, I say, okay, you believe in heaven. So why are you crying? He said, I miss that person. But that person has been alive. If you value people like that, so why are you leaving them to go anywhere? Then stay with them around. And these people are wicked. Our ancestors were living together. You see them living together. One family like that, they keep getting married and they multiplying, all of them sharing the same house. But today, you make little money. You go out there and build your own house, or you buy land somewhere and build your own house. And when somebody dies, oh, I will miss that, I care for. No, you don't. You are no longer living as family. Then when somebody dies, family issue come. Hey, family, you have family. Oh, we miss him. That's nonsense. When that person was alive, were you missing that person? How were you relating with that person? You were busy chasing money. Then when you hear that person die, you begin to organize, party. Oh, you gotta invite people to show how much you have. I want to show them I befitting burial. I will give. That's complete waste. We keep wasting money. See what happened about Cubana? You see that thing, they still arresting people. Since after that, they show that money. Both the police, they first deal with the policeman, Cubana now, they're coming after. Our people are so stupid. When they claim they are wise, they are stupid. No, they claim they are wise. So can't you see? You are the one that being rude in Nigeria, and you are claiming you are wise. You are not. The Fulanis, you are calling Fulanis, or they are stupid. They are wiser than you. Are they not the one ruling Nigeria? And you're talking. You gotta wake up. Trash all this belief nonsense you have. Value money than people's life or the main thing you're supposed to do. So anybody can come and maybe pour a little thing on the road. You pray, yeah, you did well. But you've forgotten this thing belongs to all of you. Okay, see the video they have been sharing, like how our people are flogging, beating, torturing young people for taking some hard drug. So these people are stupid. Who is bringing that hard drug? Those people bringing the hard drug. You praise them as you are the elite, the elites or the elites, people that are rich, people that are making it. God is blessing them. The musicians sing with their names. Then the poor young ones that are just struggling to buy it and take it, and they get addicted to it. Now you tie them hand and the leg and begin to flog them. I said, what is saving our people back home is, number one, most of our youth don't have mind even to do anything, and if their hand can handle a weapon, you will see. Most of the people you call criminals that went about killing people is because of how people deal with their family or their family members. But he's doing that because most of people, that's why our people, they run their mouth, they don't have the mind. And that's why you see like the Northerners are dealing with us like, they know we know how, when they see money, they run the other direction. It's only few that have that mind among us. And most of them come from like Imo State area or Abia area, before they splitted us. But that side, that the people, when you see them, I always say that the real Igbo people, like they have that African blood, they can fight. But it's like people from Anambra State, they run away. They kill their brother in the north, they don't do anything in their land. But see, Aba boys, you kill their people in the north, they look all the Hausa people, they begin to kill them too. That's how it's supposed to be. us wake up. If you can understand death, you will see, you will be understanding everything. Death is not the end. Death is not the thief. Death is not the killer. No. Death is not doom. It's not punishment. When you talk, they say you will die. So very soon you will die. It's a good wish. Wish me death. Stop wishing me only life. Wish me death. Also, I like death. Let me die. Even let me, maybe this will be the last video we make and die. Okay, then I will come back again. It's good. I come and continue where I stop. Yes, you will continue where you stop. That's where they come with the idea of karma. Karma is not maybe when you do something else anyway. No, it's that what you did now, when you in your next life, you will still face it. You say it's not true. Okay, okay, continue now. It's not true, huh? But you don't know where you came from, right? Because you don't want to know. They tell you, no, life is meaningless. You say, okay, life is meaningless. Whatever they said that mm, trees, maybe your educational brain, you begin to say, yeah, that it makes sense. Our people need to wake up. Stop living in fear of death. If you can understand death, politicians will no longer be taking advantage of us. And we begin to make our weapons to fight too. We begin to break all the commandments because every commandment is for slaves. It comes to make you good slaves. You remain as slaves. I know good one. Yeah, whatever they say, you agree, and you are flowing with them. When somebody die, hey, they will come. They will run away. Then they will keep coming. They will keep coming. You keep telling me how they are planning against us. How are we planning against them too? Through death, you return where you came from to be born again and again. Through what? Through human body. Not through Christ, not through God. No. Through male and female. You did not come only through the body of female. You came through the body of male and female. Your parents born you and bore you. Your father first bore you. It is called sperm. Then injected you in your mother's womb. And that egg also came. And that's where you begin to naturally. No God form you. No God form you. It's natural thing. Be out of what they ate. It's not any spirit that came and possessed you in your mother's womb. No, you were buried. Remember, you were buried. And what your parents ate come from where? From where you are buried. Then sperm ejected there. Then that's why I said it doesn't matter. Like even if they crush you or take your heart or take your intestine, you cannot reincarnate again. He said it's not true. Wherever you can, you see some Jewish people say that, like some Africans that are saying that are Jews is like their ancestors reincarnated in Africa. Maybe they traveled there and they killed them there, then they reincarnated. But that's just what they made up. But what I'm telling you is natural thing. You don't need to go to any school to know this thing. As human beings, all of us have equal access to this knowledge. It belongs to all of us. It does not belong to some class of people or some group of people. No, it's for all of us. And anyone who tries to hide it is evil person. You get that now? So you will still come through the body of male and female. Your father and your mother, they carried you and they born you. That's how you came into it. That's why when they ask me, I said, start with yourself. How did you come into existence? It's okay, my parents, okay, ask your parents why you see me. Ask your parents how you came into existence. But our parents like to us say we came from God. Our parents like to add, it's not good. If you want to, you are about to be parents, please tell your children the truth. Mommy, how did I come from? Tell the child the truth. I have sex with your father. Your father penis enter my vagina and went there. Flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of God. Yes, the kingdom of God is inside the woman. Flesh and blood, yeah, the whole human being cannot go back there. But it is what? The penis that goes there. Flesh and blood, the whole person can never enter vagina. It is penis only that can enter there. That's what they stole and tell you. Flesh and blood cannot enter the kingdom of God. Yeah. No, it's simple. We are decoding all those nonsense they put there. God created no human. There's no God that have ability to create any human being. They can't even talk. No God can talk because God is creation of man. And whatever man creates does not have life in it. For man to have who have life in it in them, it must be with the woman. That's why anything that separates the man from the woman or the woman from the man is evil. Like marriage, all those things, they are evil. They introduce to us and force it on us. But we are waking up. We're gonna wake up and trash all those things. Humans are not creatures of God, but living beings. You are eternal life. The religion tell you no, Jesus will give you eternal life. Jesus is the resurrection and the life. Where? Wake up, my people. Let us destroy religion. We are not trying to reform religion. We are not trying to reform belief system. We want to abolish them. We want to demolish them. We want to destroy them. You don't need them. There's nothing you can achieve in this world through believing or through faith. Nothing. All that I believe in myself is nonsense. You only do what you know. Period. Anything you believe is what you don't know. Do you know yourself? If you know yourself, don't believe in yourself. Go ahead and do what you can, and no force can stop you from achieving it. You are eternal life. You have no beginning, you have no ending. The earth is your eternal home. Death is not your end. Death is not your enemy. Death is not your killer. Death is not your doom. Death is not your punishment. It doesn't matter the age you die in. Because I know I want to live more. Doing what? Yeah, you die, you come back living more. Your life is endless. And I see you enjoying your life. Join us in spreading the knowledge of factual truth. According